Here we have another idiom. Here we have a boy and we have something written on his face. Can you tell what's the idiom? The idiom is written all over your face. Now, when can we use this idiom? Here's the meaning of this idiom. It means that everybody can tell how you feel about something just by looking at your face. Let's give here an example. When Jane saw her ex-boyfriend with another girl, she felt angry. It was written all over her face. It means that just by looking at her face, we can tell how she feels. You can use this idiom to tell someone that you know how they feel about something without even telling you. Now we move to another idiom. Here we have a man and he is cutting a book. Can you guess what idiom does this picture suggest? Here is the idiom. To cut the long story short. Now, when can we use this idiom? Here is the meaning of this idiom. It is used when a speaker is not going to tell all the details of something, but only the final result. If you have so many details and so many events to tell, but those events are not important to tell, but what matters is just the end or the result, then you can say, to cut the long story short, and then you mention what happens in brief. Here we give an example. Hey man, what happened at the meeting? To cut the long story short, 10 people are going to lose their job. So the first speaker is asking about the events of the meeting. But the second one, it has so many details and so many information to tell, but all these information are not important. What matters is the end or the results of what happens in the meeting. The summary of what was said in the meeting is that 10 people are going to lose their job. It's not important to tell all the events and all the excuses that were presented by the administration staff. All what matters is the last decision, which is 10 people are going to lose their job. Now we move to another idiom. Here we have a man and he is having a problem in his neck. Now can you guess the idiom? The idiom is a pain in the neck. Now, when do we use this idiom? Here is the meaning. A person or thing that is extremely annoying or inconvenient. When something makes you feel that you are not comfortable and that it really just annoys you, then you can say it's a pain in the neck. Here is an example. I find maths so difficult. It's really a pain in the neck. Means that maths is really annoying me and I find the exams of maths are very hard. Now let's move to another example. Wow, what a piece of cake. Now can you guess what the idiom is? This idiom is used a lot in so many situations, and I guess that you know this one. Here is the idiom. A piece of cake. Now, when do we use this one? Here is the meaning. We use it to express that something is very easy and simple. We have an example. Learning English is a piece of cake, and I guess that learning these idioms today is a piece of cake as well. It means that it's very simple and so easy. We move now to another idiom. Oh, here we have a pig and it has wings. Can you guess the idiom? So the idiom is when pigs fly. Can pigs fly? No, that's impossible. So why people use this idiom? Here is the meaning. It is used to express something that you think is impossible to happen. Do you think that pigs can fly? No, for sure. It's impossible. So we use this idiom to express that something is impossible to happen. Here we have an example to make it so clear. Here we have a dialogue between two people, A and B. The first one says, I think that I will win lottery one day. Oh, you will for sure when pigs fly. Means that I think that it's impossible to win lottery because there are millions of possibilities and it's really hard to be the one who wins. Here we have another idiom. Here we have a man on the symbol of earth. Can you now guess the idiom? The idiom is on the top of the world. Now, when can we use this idiom? Here is the meaning. Extremely happy. This idiom can be used to express that you are extremely happy. Here we have an example. Yesterday, I received my first salary. I am now on the top of the world. It means that I am so happy for that. And we know that people feel so happy when they receive money. People feel so happy when they receive money from their job, especially the first salary. And the guy here is on the top of the world since he got his first salary. We move now to another idiom. Here we have two girls sharing a secret or anything else. But their friend here doesn't know what they are doing. Now can you guess the idiom? The idiom is behind my back. Behind my back. Now, when do we use this idiom and what does it mean? Here we give the meaning. To do something without someone's knowledge. Secret from someone. This idiom means that you do something without making other people aware of that. Secret. It should be a secret. Here we have an example. The child played football in the garden behind his father's back. It means that the child, for example, was not allowed to play football. So he played football behind his father's back. It means that his father didn't know that. Here we have another idiom. Here we have a boy writing something. What do you think he is writing? It might be a letter. Can you guess the idiom? The idiom is drop me a line. Drop me a line? What does it mean to drop me a line? Here is the meaning. It means that to correspond, write a short letter or note. So you write a letter to someone telling him about your news. Here we have an example. When you check in the hotel, please drop me a line to know that you are fine. My friend was traveling yesterday and I asked him to drop me a line when he arrived in his home. Here we have another idiom. Here we have a man and his daughter is trying to follow his steps. Now, can you guess the idiom? This one is very simple. The idiom is to follow someone in his steps. Do you have any idea about this idiom? Here is the meaning. It means that to do exactly as someone else does. So you follow his steps in life. You do whatever he does. Here you have an example to make it so clear. Your father is a teacher, and now you are a teacher too. You followed your father in his steps. It means that you are doing exactly what your father did, which is being a teacher, and following the same direction in life. We move now to another idiom. Here we have some guys, and the first three are in touch, and they are trying to get in touch with the other one. Now, can you guess the idiom? The idiom is keep in touch. Now, when do we use this idiom? Here is the meaning. It means that to maintain contact with another person, to establish a contact with someone else. Here we have an example. The long distance will never stop our friendship if we keep in touch. It means that the distance will not destroy and stop our friendship if our contact is still maintained, if we still have contact with each other from time to time.